Listen closely, because here's the truth that nobody around you will admit. Capital allocation as we know it is broken. It's twisted, outdated, and rigged to keep power and wealth locked tight in the hands of a few, while the rest of the world pays the price. If you're staring at spreadsheets, investment decks, or pitch meetings and feeling a cold pit of frustration, like the whole system is designed to squeeze creativity and soul out of ventures that actually want to change the world, good. That fire in your gut? It's exactly where this starts. You've been told money moves the world. But what if the way money moves is the problem? What if capital isn't supposed to just chase the fastest exit or the biggest profit margin anymore? What if capital was designed to fuel transformation, fuel people who refuse to accept mediocrity? That's not just some wishful thinking. That's what social ventures are proving every single day. They are breaking the rules that say cash must always follow the crowd. They're rewriting the whole playbook because the old rules don't fit the world we need. Look around. It's clear. Capital chases what it understands, what promises quick returns, what fits neat spreadsheets. It ignores messy problems, uncertain outcomes, and ideas that don't feed endless pipelines of growth. That leaves you, founders, investors, leaders, stuck. You're battling systems hungry for safe bets, but what you're building demands risk, nuance, real impact. The old game punishes you for aiming higher. It starves missions that don't promise fast riches. That makes you angry, and you should be. Because that anger is the gasoline for change, and it's time to pour it all out. Here's the brutal truth. If your venture is measured only by financial return, it's doomed to fail in the deeper sense. Old capital rules choke vision, kill innovation, and betray communities that depend on genuine progress, not just numbers. Social ventures tear down these walls by demanding capital that understands layered returns. Yes, financial, but also social, environmental, human. The secret no one tells you is this. To change how capital flows, you must become a master of translating your mission into measurable value that moves markets and hearts. They don't ask for permission. They build their own path with investors who get it or find new kinds of capital partners who value impact as much as money. Not vague feel-good stories, but raw, crisp evidence that your impact moves real needles. Lives changed, emissions cut, opportunities created. Show that impact at scale, and you force capital's hand. You can't change the system unless you learn its language, and then you twist it to your purpose. But don't stop there. This is a game of networks and power, of connection and strategy. Social ventures that succeed in redefining capital play by a different rulebook. They don't seek approval from traditional gatekeepers. They find their tribe. They build fierce coalitions with investors and partners hungry for change, who bring more than money, capital that's patient, values aligned, and strategic. That means you break free from the loneliness of trying to convince the wrong people and plug into forces that fuel your fire. Here's the step you absolutely must take right now. Stop chasing funds from sources fixated on short-term gains or shallow social responsibility boxes. Stop wasting time on offers that pull you into dead-end compromises. Instead, hunt for investors who see the future. You know, the rare ones who believe impact and profit aren't enemies but allies. These are people who want to shape new markets, rewrite risk assessments, measure new metrics. Find them by digging beyond the noise. Go to networks, events, even unexpected fields where impact capital is incubating quietly. Next, and this is non-negotiable, own your metrics. Create impact measurement frameworks that aren't just compliance checklists, but living tools that prove your venture changes the world tangibly and radically. Be ruthless about transparency and relentless about scaling results. Investors want to see proof that their money doesn't just float, it builds. Even more, design these metrics with your community at the center, so they validate your story and amplify your credibility. You want capital to flow towards what actually works, not just what looks good on paper. And here's an insider tip you won't hear on glossy podcasts. Social ventures must architect their capital structures cleverly. Don't just seek equity deals or grants. Mix things up. Use convertible notes, revenue-sharing models, impact bonds, or even tokenized shares if it fits your venture. This diversification isn't a gimmick. It's how you unlock capital flows that align with your timelines, risks, and social goals. Flexibility in capital structure gives you power, resilience, and leverage to drive real transformation without selling out your mission. Still with us? Good. Because the final leap is this: redefine success on your own terms and demand capital systems reflect that. Stop measuring by growth alone. Focus on longevity, ecosystem health, real empowerment. Social ventures that rewire capital must tell different stories about value and profit. Stories that include justice, access, regeneration. Stories that refuse to be tamed by legacy financial systems addicted to quadrillions in meaningless transactions. You rewrite the narrative, and investors start rewriting their playbooks. Here's the bottom line: social ventures don't just want to survive the capital game, they want to own it. They don't pray for change, they create conditions that force change. They don't wait for permission, they take it. And you must do the same. Millions of dollars sit idle because no one has the guts to claim new capital rules. You must be the one who stands up, disrupts, and commands that capital must be a tool of liberation and impact, not just a mechanism of control. You're tired of systems that box your vision. You're sick of investors who dangle money but set trapdoors. You're done watching potential die in endless rejection cycles. Here's what to do: fight to shift how value is understood and deployed. Build capital networks that reward the impossible. Master impact measurement that demands respect. Architect deals that protect mission. And through it all, never stop telling the world capital belongs to those who dare to remake it. It feels impossible, right? The system is so deep, so old, so brutal. But social ventures are proving daily, relentlessly, that impossible is just the old way talking. The new way is already here, but only for those ready to seize it. So get ready, because the future of capital won't come from the usual places. It comes from you, the founders who burn with vision, the investors ready to back the revolution, the leaders who refuse to bow to quiet despair. This is your call to arms, not tomorrow, not when the conditions are perfect. Now, go rewrite capital rules, break chains, ignite transformation, build the bridges that connect the rare few who will remake the world, not with power for power's sake, but with capital flowing where it can heal, build, and liberate. The time to stop complaining and start becoming is right here, right now. The question isn't whether you'll change capital's rules. It's whether capital will bend to your will, your vision, your hope. And it will if you dare to claim it. No more waiting. No more begging. Take what is yours. A capital system built not for the comfortable, but for the bold. For the courageous few who see clearly and refuse to settle. Because this isn't just about money. It's about freedom. It's about legacy. It's about a world rebuilt from the ashes of old illusions into something truly alive. Now get out there and make it real.